Armageddon. That's the only word for what's happening to smartphone prices right now in the Philippines and globally for that matter. In just the first quarter of 2026, RAM prices have shot up by a whopping 90%. Some types even tripled or up to 6 times their original price. And if you've been shopping for a new phone lately, I bet you've already felt it. But why did this happen in the first place? And more importantly, what does this mean for you? Let's do a quick explainer. I'm your host Earl. Roll that intro. The real culprit? AI. Specifically AI data centers. Samsung, SK Hynix, Micron, three companies that basically control all the RAM in the world, have shifted their focus to making high bandwidth, high capacity memory for AI servers. That became their priority instead of regular RAM consumers. To put it to perspective, one open AI project alone can eat up to 20 to 25% of the entire global RAM supply. To make matters worse, Iran happened. Fuel prices spiked, shipping costs went up, and the Philippine peso quietly hit an all-time low at 62 pesos to a dollar. That's almost a 7 to 8% jump that will eat away the margin. So smartphone brands had two choices: eat the loss or pass it on to the consumers. You already know which one they picked. In 2026, smartphone prices have jacked up to unprecedented levels. For reference, smartphones that came out in 2023 up until last year had very little differences in suggested retail prices. Fast forward to today, all Android brands have raised prices. Some by a little, most by a lot. The highest jump was implemented by Honor with its Honor 600 Pro that's 17,000 pesos more expensive than the previous gen. This was followed by the base Honor 600 at 15,000 peso increase. Infinix, known for its value pack offerings, ironically had one of the highest price jumps as well. Their new Infinix GT50 Pro with maxed out specs now costs 14,000 pesos more. Next in line are the Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus with a 12,000 peso price increase. And then there's the Vivo V70, which rounded out the record of 5-digit price hike in this entire catalog, costing 11,000 pesos more than last year's model. Meanwhile, the majority of the brands recorded an average of 6,000 to 9,000 pesos in price hikes, including Xiaomi 17 and 17T series, Realme 16 Pro, and the base and ultra variants of the entire Galaxy S26 lineup. Interestingly, among all the Android brands, Oppo logged the lowest price increase of its Reno 15 Pro at 2,000 pesos, followed by the base Reno 15 at 5,000 pesos. This ain't the full picture, but we think this list gives a clear idea of how badly the RAM crisis has hit the smartphone industry. And we're only talking about phones. The tablet market is affected too. Laptops and desktop components are doing even worse. That said, phone makers, at least on the Android side of things, have been making creative or strategic moves to lessen the impact of Ramageddon. First, they went back to 8GB RAM as the base option for their smartphones instead of the usual 12GB. Second, no 1TB options anymore, except for Samsung or Apple for that matter. Third, brands usually run early bird promos with significantly discounted prices during the initial sale of their products. And last, they're making the freebies or bundles as enticing as possible for the consumers. So is this the new normal in the smartphone market? For the foreseeable future, sadly yes. Industry analysts and memory manufacturers say that RAM shortage will last until at least 2028. Some even say it could stretch to 2030. This means we won't see any dip in smartphone prices in a couple more years, and at the same time, everyone pretty much agrees that we're not going back to pre-2026 prices. That's gonna hurt not only for the phone markets, but especially the consumers. We're already feeling it, and honestly, it's still unclear whether things will get better or worse from here. We could see more brands go back to 4, 6, and 8GB RAM for base models. 128GB variants could be normalized again, stuff like that. With that, there's also a possibility of making the micro SD card slot a staple again. But then the shortage hardware pricing itself is also affected, so not a lot of advantage to that. There might also be a chance of pushing cloud storage as the alternative. A lot could happen. Honest advice, if your current phone still works, keep it. Take care of it, slap a case on it if you haven't already, because for the foreseeable future, upgrading is gonna hurt a lot more than it used to. So for now, the best phone you can buy might just be the one already in your pocket. Have you learned something new today? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this video helpful or informative, drop a like, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell icon so you won't miss any of our future uploads. Don't forget to follow us on our socials and visit kitotech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this is Earl, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!